Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Well, I am not on location at the Global Domination headquarters. I am in a little bit different location than usual. This is not sunny San Diego, if you can tell by my background here. And you can see my breath. I am currently in Alaska. Yeah, visiting my daughter and my granddaughter. So there won't be a whole lot of tinkering going on. This is an adventure, and I guess I'll do some cooking. So I gotta feed the family. So I think today we're gonna be making something with some chicken. So I think I'm gonna go inside because that's kind of where the oven's at. And unless I'm making snow cones, I'll have to get it in there. So we'll see you inside and we'll figure out what we're cooking.
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes? What should we cook?
Cool.
Cook? I think we should cook chicken.
Yucky.
Yes, chicken.
Yucky.
Well, I guess if my granddaughter Zelda says it's chicken time, then it's definitely chicken time. So what we have here are some skinless, boneless chicken breasts. These are cut pretty thin, and I've seasoned them with salt and pepper. And I think we're going to make some chicken parmesan. So if you have some skinless, boneless breasts like this, what you want to do, if they aren't already cut thin, you see how thin these are. Hopefully, yeah, you can see how thin they are. If they're not, you want to put them out on maybe some wax paper or something, and then roll them or beat them with a hammer or run them over with your car or whatever you got to do. Get them down to about a ½ an inch thick. And for breading, we're going to use some panko. Even though it's Japanese style and this is traditionally an Italian dish, we're using the panko style breadcrumbs. We got 1 cup of those. And I have a ½ cup of Parmesan cheese. We'll mix that together. And we got 2 beaten eggs in here. Our next step is to put some flour on these chicken breasts. So I found this strainer. I'm working in a guest kitchen here, so I found this strainer, put some flour in it, and it appears to work okay. So we just got to coat both sides of it. So if you don't have a flour sift, you can see this works just fine. So I'll get the other side and then we'll move on to the next step. Chicken's been coated with the flour. We've got our beaten eggs here, 2 eggs. So what you're going to do is you're going to dredge this through the egg. Make sure it's all coated with the egg mixture. And then into the breadcrumbs and Parmesan. Make sure it's thoroughly coated. I even added extra breadcrumbs in here because I like this, the crunchiness it's going to get. There you go. So we're gonna do the same thing with each of these chicken breasts, and then you just let this sit for a while so that it can kind of gain traction on it. So I'll coat all these up and move on to the next step. There we got it. I even dumped the extra breadcrumbs on top of here because, like I said, I like it a little extra crunchy. Plus, you're gonna toss them out. Now, I know that if I was making this dish, and if my son is watching this, he would be pretty upset if I didn't say, "Chicken parm, you taste so good." So I had to say it, otherwise he'd be upset at me. So our next step is we are going to, I heated up some oil here. Olive oil preferably. You can see it's getting a little maybe too hot. We'll turn it down just a little bit. So we're gonna cook these about 2 minutes per side, put them in this baking dish. I got the oven preheating, 450 degrees. So let me see if we can't get one thrown in here. 2 minutes per side. So let's see, 2 minutes. We'll try that out, see how it works. Oil's a tricky thing. You got to get it just right. Now we're not cooking them all the way through because they're going to go in the oven as well. So. And this oil might be a little too hot right now. But I'll show you what they look like. We're going to put them in that pan right there. I got to say that these turned out nicer than I could have anticipated. They look pretty good. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some whatever kind of sauce that you prefer on there. You can make homemade sauce, obviously. I just have some marinara of some sort here that I found in the fridge. So I'm going to put a little bit of sauce on each one of these. I'll just do a couple here just for a demonstration, and then we'll come back once I got them done here. We'll put some sauce on there. Mozzarella cheese, get my paws in there, mozzarella. Obviously fresh basil would be nice, but you know what, we're gonna use what we got here. We got some basil. You could put, I suppose, Italian seasoning or anything you want on there. Some provolone. And then once I get it all done, I am going to put some more Parmesan over the top of the whole thing, and maybe even a little bit of olive oil. So let me finish this whole thing up here and we'll come back. All right, there we got them all prepared. I'm gonna throw that in the oven. We're on 450 degrees, about 20 minutes. So I'll see you in about 5 seconds. Making a little bit of pasta here as well. Now those things absolutely smell amazing. They look good. Let's get them out up here. They look good. I've never made chicken Parmesan before, so this is the first time. They look great, they smell good. So we got the baby over here. She's excited, she hasn't eaten yet. So these noodles are cooking up. Let me get those noodles done up and I'll make up a plate and we'll see how it looks. Well, there you go, chicken parm and some veggies and some spaghetti. I got the granddaughter over here listening to Moana, which is her favorite, but I think that she's going to enjoy this meal. We'll have to get her distracted from Moana, so I'm pretty sure she'll eat it though. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.